everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you a back strengthening series. Always start out with stretching, especially if you have a tight lower back. Foam rolling. I hate foam rolling. And I'm not going to teach you how to do it in this video, but I will do a dedicated foam rolling video when I can figure out how to foam roll without cursing like a sailor. I'm not there yet. I will get there. But the tightness in your back can be due to tightness in your hamstrings and your quads. And a lot of the time, I actually fix people's squats by loosening up their posterior chain by foam rolling. Basically, the more exercise you do, the more you probably need to foam roll. So let's get back to some dedicated back stretches. The first thing I'm going to show you, if you don't know what cat and cow stretches are, they're yoga stretches. They're very, very gentle back stretches, and one's called a cat because it's like you're getting all scared like a cat, and one's called a cow. I guess because cows' backs are like this. So anyway, get into a tabletop position. And so here's the cat. You want to kind of hollow out your stomach and put your back up like this. And here's the cow is the complete opposite. And then you're just going to go back into the cat. And if you do these really slowly and focus on your breathing, they actually feel really good. And really focus on stretching every muscle that I can when I'm doing these. So these are not something that you rush through, and really no stretches are. You really want to kind of focus on them. So these are the cat and cows. They really do feel good. So once you, and also as a preface, as always, if anything hurts, like actual pain hurt, do not do it. If either of those hurt you, stop. Nothing should ever hurt. Okay, so next group of stretches, if you are able to get on your back without pain, here is obviously one knee in. I'm very flexible, so if your knee is only coming to here, that's your stretch. So the things that I'm doing may look very different from the things that you're doing. Okay, so if you're here, that's fine. I just happen to be here. So just moving back and forth. Eventually, because I want to keep it even, and this is actually feeling really good. If you can't straighten that leg, by the way, you can start here, but eventually you want to get that leg straight. And eventually, I'm saying eventually, this is not something you're going to jump into, you want to do a twist and push it around. And I'm not saying pull. I'm saying eventually you want your back to be loose enough where you can twist. But in the gym, you'll see a lot of people do something like this, where they actually like push their bodies. That's not something that you want. You kind of want it to happen more gradually than that. So if you're here, let kind of gravity do its thing, and eventually you'll be able to get that torque, and eventually you'll feel comfortable getting your body to be flexible enough, and then eventually you'll be in this kind of a position. And I have too much stuff over here, but
eventually you can be in a nice, flexible back position. But again, just like the progressions and regressions with exercise, you let your body tell you where you're at. So if you're here right now, that's fine. And then eventually you can get here. If you're here, that's fine. Eventually you'll be able to get some twisting, but it'll come naturally. And then eventually you will get that little bit. But the straight leg is not going to come until you are foam rolling and you're doing flexibility every single day. Or not every single day, just after the exercising, and you are loose enough to do those things. So never push yourself into a position that you cannot get into, because you will not get out of it. Especially not lower back stuff. So I'm just, again, showing you there's progressions and regressions to everything, even stretching. Okay, so just because you can also do this standing up. You can, if you wanted to, a safer way is to try and cross your leg over and just try and turn. I am not a fan of this, and then people try to like completely twist their bodies. I don't like the idea of putting a lot of pressure on your body, but if you want to just turn, that's fine. There's no like stretching contests going on here, so just do what you feel comfortable doing. But the idea is to loosen up that lower back in whatever you feel comfortable. My favorite yoga stretch is the happy baby. If you can, you just kind of grab your feet, and I mean, it's what the name is. And from here, I just kind of like rocking back and forth. It's a really nice stretch. So once all the stretches, those are just a few stretches. The idea with stretching is to make it easy, keep it light. There are ways to do more difficult stretches, as I showed you, but only go there if you can go there. There's, again, no prizes for stretching. The only real prize is injury in exercising in general. So, and stretching definitely counts as exercise.